Question I get asked most often from people attempting this build is how do you construct the frame? So the frame is simple design. It consists of two pieces, the front main frame as well as the support back half, which lends a mounting surface for the LCD control board. So the screen will get sandwiched in between those two. So first we're going to drop the screen in. There is a slot designed for the ribbon cable. So drop the screen in, then we can take our back half and insert the tabs into the receiving slots. Now this will be a loose fit because I have designed those slots to be a little bit large on purpose for varying thickness of screens. Okay, once we get that inserted, then I can take a hot glue gun, or in my case a 3D pen, to put a little plastic bead in the receiving slots just to secure those tabs in place. Once completed, I can then work on securing the control board to the back half of the monitor mount. And I'm going to do that just by plasta welding again the four corners. Now this does not have to be super neat. It's not going to be seen. When I decided to start this arcade cab design, I basically built everything around the frame and the screen. I had the screen on hand, so I desired a practical use for it. So I designed the frame first, and then everything else came later. So it will actually be a snug fit when we insert it in the cab. So it's helpful to have a file, some sandpaper, perhaps a utility knife, just to cut away some of the excess plastic. But once we get that fourth corner put in, we give it a good shake and we can see that it's secure. And now it's time to put it into the body. All right, she's snug, she's in. She's not going anywhere without any glue or screws being applied to the screen. I do want the ability to be able to change this out at a later date. Now I will point out, the screen that I gave you the link for seems to have changed. At least it appears to me, because I've built 5 of these already before I actually ran into the issue on the last one that I did. And I almost forgot it was an issue until I was doing this build. This is power hungry. The screen LCD, as you can expect, is probably the requires the most milliamps out of any of the components that we're adding to our Retropie system. So keeping in mind your total throughput for your USB connections off your Raspberry Pi, even off a Pi 4, is 1.2 amps. I had to cheat power to this LCD. What was I saw happening was games with a higher audio level, or games when you're gaming and you have your volume turned all the way up, you'll see the screen glitch and lose power. You'll still hear the audio, but the screen will die. So what I actually did, I had already soldered in the switch to my Pi. I actually was able to then parallel my screen, cut off the USB end, and then soldered it in parallel to the USB Type-C connector for my Pi. So when I power the Pi, simultaneously I should power the screen as well. There you go. Okay. It works, at least for now. We'll get some ROMs loaded on it. I'll get the rear cover and the bottom covers installed, and I'll start printing a marquee.